Maybe that's their problem.
Yep, the numbers are correct.
Unauthorized personnel are prohibited from entering
The numbers are
warehouse.
correct.
There's no such thing as...
Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along. Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up.
But we're not late.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today.
Nah, there won't be any speech.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here.
Everything looks...
Wow. Whoa, it's so delicious! Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing! The food was specially prepared for you by everyone that came said that you...
Feels kind of...
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's... and I'm happy to meet every...
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's
We owe it to our abilities.
Really? Why do I...
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us. Moreover,
Yeah, it was almost everyone played. So, would you say we're good actors too? It's such a blessing.
Yes, even after being abandoned... Lesser Lord Kusanagi. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
no, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru. And what did they do in return? If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the...
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it...
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean...
Precisely.
Wait, so that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day. Just like I'm doing.
Thank you.
There. Well, how is it? It's the first time. You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think. I can't
The atmosphere here is good. Yeah, I don't often have a lot to handle these days.
I seldom participate in such live... No. The Grand Bazaar... That happened... I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
My lady, the grilled meat over there?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. What an amazing place to relax.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy, Nilu.
Hey, less of that polite
to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up, of course. Just it's me. The connection between us is amazing. It's like Flora. I heard there's an amazing. Lately, I've been. I'll follow you. Please say thank you to everyone for me. Oh, is it not convenient for you to do? But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they? What if I end up... let me... Oh, yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar.
No, of course not. Are you... Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Deep...
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the Traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you.
Dinyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. All right, so she should be in the... Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water. So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you. Is there anything you want to know? After recent events, I've given it, but this is definitely Akasha said, although people may initially, and as for the future of Sumeru, the former sage, I hope that the news, the other big issue, I've already taken. You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep? You guessed correctly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, I'm sure you remember. In fact, I told him that I assumed that and at the exchange, sir. He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many. Don't worry. In addition, his future will be determined. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of justice? As far as I know, that nation operates in the judicial system. Does their Archon personally judge people? No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems, as Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got, Are you sure? Isn't there something else? Huh? You mean... About your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister. Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has What? There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world. But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat? According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her... But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion... What do you mean, Fuzzy? Did something happen to her? All I know for sure is... And whoever it is... If they can do that... But even that wouldn't explain how... Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders. What's a Descender? Paimon's never heard of it. Look, I'm sure a very important part of the intel was about this world's traveler. You are Tevat's fourth descender.
Huh? So the Vatui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler? And his sister isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now... As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about to...
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered... There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the...
I'm sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you?
Quit following me.
And as for your sister... Whew, so many questions. Let's go find Nahida...
The wind rises. Quit following me.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who...
Who's asking?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a... He was a crafty fellow. Let me...
Well, we aren't always on the road, so...
He...
What? So the
Yeah, exactly, right? Really, he got me good. I count myself very... Of course.
Come on! Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. From what he wrote in the letter... Or maybe he's just... Yeah, the letter says that he... Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss. Oh?
Kaya, you're really here. Paimon half.
Hey, Paimon. Traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why, the truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, Sumeru Spice, that's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to...
And how did the...
So far, so good. I'm already in talk...
Yeah, that does...
Well, let's not get a...
Hey! Using your job to settle...
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though.
And?
Do I have to? Well, all right. I overheard, I'm sure you'll agree, that everyone's... And so But it wasn't long. It was a short-lived adventure. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book. My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder, as well as this is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that these days, my surname, Alberich, is
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, you're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge does...
Kaya, you're not involved...
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation.
Well, alright then.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen. Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan! We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
Not new. Not exactly. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
No. Now is not the time. No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink.
Seriously?
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking... It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging it.
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you... So they're Hey, look!
Can't you smell it?
Oh, so it's a medicine... There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertip. Huh? It's broken too. Was this a makeup box? This bed looks... What sort of person would want to... Doesn't look like there's a...
My memory, but will exhaust...
Noises?
It's not much.
Monsters? Wow, Dave's ears are sharp, just like his nose. He's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Jane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters! Yahoo!
Unleash! Do your master's bidding!
Allow me!
I doubt that the appearance a ley line anomaly. Okay.
What? You're going alone?
Your suspicion, not to mention that if even forest rain.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp. Good thing there's a bonfire over there. I'll bring my seasonings. Get them. Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you. Changing the sub. So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, oh, you stop it! The stars? Wow. Yeah, Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles! And you too, Teyvat! You know what? We've talked too long about this. All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up. Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for nighty-night. Go on, chew. Off to sleep.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Halt! What do you think you're doing? This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into your travel companion. You mean The one that was keeping watch by your side last night. Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. What business is that of yours, hmm? Do I make myself quite clear? Leave! Well, what are you waiting for? If you... I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please. Okay, fine. Whatever. You... Oh, but no overreacting to anything you see. Come on, then. Mind your own business? How could he be? So don't you lay a finger on him. Just, you know Conria? Who are you, exactly? And how do you know I'm from Conria? Do you worship a god, traveler? Sounds like you've had an eventful life. I apologize. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies. That may be. This wretched curse of immortality. The curse. We lost all we can do is watch helplessly. Because, although Conria began when the cataclysm, but those whose ancestors, he is Caribert, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I was then Caribert. After all that, I always owed him much, and now she was. We were separated. I do not. And now, if nothing else. Yes! Over here. I'm sure you're wondering. Well, one which will help him to recover his clarity. I do not, but it is said, I believe that it might. In my youth, the gods have already Never mind. As it happens, my hands don't have. Okay. Also, do you have any, of Sumeru's regional specialties on? Oh, wonderful. This is... Without your thank you. Is it done? In all, well, the moment has finally arrived. No, I said before, which means... Let's go.
Race you!
God of wisdom, You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of wisdom, I seek not to disavow my son. If everything, then please, God. I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day.
Squall Fury!
Caribert? Well, Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert. Caribert. I'm sorry, but I'm here now. Are you still angry? I know. I'm so sorry, Caribert. Forgive me. Please. Please. Oh, gods above! What more do you took? I'd give you... The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment. Other reasons. What do you mean? Huh. You really think so? Give up? No, never! And yet, even if I must stay here with him for... Let's go. The most crucial ingredient. The details don't matter. There is a... I'll be here, watching Caribert. Good.
The wind rises. Behold! Too slow. Squall Fury!
Ah, you're back. Caribert's condition is stable. By which I mean he... Anyway, give me the water. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the house. Ah, good.
Unsightly insects!
Nice and spicy!
Manifest!
Taurus, bring refuge! Hold the line! Let's move out.
What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. Oh, yes, Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dough. Oh, sorry. I have been so very... I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. We're here. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Caribert! Oh no, he must have left. Come on! That's not Caribert. Right. Caribert's scarf was... My eyes must be going. Yes. Yes.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Did it go in here? What a ghastly place. Huh. It looks like they're, worshipping some... I've never... Oh...
Too slow. Quit following me.
Right.
Is this a teleportation device?
Time for takeoff.
Obey! Allow me!
The wind rises.
Know your place.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Rest and rebuild! Think you can get away? By ordinance divine!
Too slow. Quit following me.
How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself?
Quit following me.
It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
Too slow.
Halt, humans! Fate has not granted you the right to... Do you insist on an audience? Very well. Then I grant you the trial.
Allow me!
Desolation!
Permanence of the deep! Time for takeoff.
Wretched vermin! Behold! rises.
Obey! Here we go! Think you can get away? Hold the line! Torrent, bring refuge!
Upon the gale. Bow your head. You're dead.
Let's play! Allow me!
Squall Fury. How amusing. Search for it.
A brash maneuver! Time for takeoff. Manifest! Do your master's bidding!
The wind rises. Know your place.
Hold the line! Yahoo! Obey!
Search for it.
Who was that? He was a perfect being. He had the most... And yet, you were able to defeat him. Let's continue on.
Quit following me. Too slow. Behold! Squall Fury!
I think we...
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for a power that you covet? Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For I am no god. You are like a flower. You need no longer go forth, and I shall shed.
When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by I am. Oh, is that so? Caribert! Oh, thank goodness! He's still okay. I have a strange feeling that what just happened, for this to happen, you say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective. I have to try. up. Cory Bear! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a... You see? It worked, Cory Bear!
Where's...
Mama is... Cory Bear, look at me.
Of course. You're... Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was my body! Papa!
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, there's no... In this world...
Am I... dead?
No, of course not. Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means... Yes. Oh, and, never take off your mask. Understand?
Okay, Papa. I won't.
Not since that day have I been so... Once a murderer, but the god we saw in that cave... Now, that was a truly mighty god. That... Piety is hardly my area of expertise. A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You and I, no matter. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
The wind rises. Quit following me. That's far enough. Search for it. Squall Fury.
Allow me!
Behold! Upon the gale. Too slow. Quit following me. Search for it.
Booba, get them!
Cry loud! Squall and Fury.
No. Impossible. What happened? The Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared too? Was it all an illusion? That's true. Yes, it was neither a... Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future, we shall see it again. Could he really have been a sinner and not a god? Caribert? Where has he gone? Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and... No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here. This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger or an adventurer? Wait a minute. This... Oh, no. Did he... The mirror! It's broken! He must have taken his mask off. If he'd just done as he was told! We have to find him. It's his... looks like we're going the right way. Come on.
Wind rises.
Caribert! Caribert! Where are you? Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly...
I asked you first. Don't make that...
I said, have you seen...
Hey, whoa! Look, there are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal?
Exactly. Matter of...
You... Forest ranger scum! You spawn of the Seven are all the same!
You're raving mad! You've got some gall!
Curse you all, forest rangers!
I don't get it. Why make such a huge...
He'd only just so tell me.
Jeez. You're really not... I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just...
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info?
Caribert! Caribert, stop! Whatever you saw, I told you. Caribert? How could this... Come! Caribert, we have to go home now.
Papa?
Caribert...
Papa, I can't take it.
Please, Caribert. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa!
Finally, it all makes sense. Ah, traveler. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now. I suspected it was you from the beginning. Oh, of course. course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be In any case, my real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberich. You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Caribert and the power of the one you call a sinner. Yeah. I am positive now. It's the power of the... Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes. That is no business of yours. A sinner. Caribert did not deserve his fate, but now... It's wonderful. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of... Huh? Sinister? Oh, I never imagined that we once believed us, and the one who controls the abyss can... We yearn. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Princess of Conria.
Why did he just call me?
Traveler! Hey, Traveler! Traveler!
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake! Paimon was worried sick!
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley line. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What, you mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss, but the curse of immortality, after 100, it is dark legacy. You could say that.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on...
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. Still, and it seems close, and yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. What is it?
The field?
You mean here? Well...
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
A male and female skeleton, buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been... But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were What? That's... Unless... Clotar Alberich finally found a way to rid him. This all raised... We should part.
Huh?
It's better that we split.
Who's he?
Yes. If the time is right.
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that possible?
I fear that while these things...
What? Why? What?
All right, let's leave it there.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh? What is it? Huh?
Too slow.
Fury. Yeah.